silence yourself.
That's never.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 o'clock and time to bring the October 17th, 2019 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order. If you would, please stand for us, and Commissioner Wilder will lead us in our invocation. Commissioner Futch will lead us in the pledge.
Count by your heads. Lord, we want to thank you for this day. We want to, for all the many blessings you bestow on our country, our state. We ask that you guide us, you look over us tonight as we make deliberations on the best things to do for our citizens, for the whole. We ask you to please look over our firemen, our EMS responders that take care of us here. We ask all these things. Amen.
States of America, to the republic for which one nation, God.
Thank you. Be seated. And if I could remind you to please silence your cell phones. We do have 4 or 5 commissioners present tonight. Gentlemen, you've had a chance to review the minutes from our October 3rd meeting. If we don't have any changes that we need to, as they were presented to you, need a motion for approval.
Mr. Chairman, I make to approve the minutes.
Do we hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Approve the minutes. Passes 4-0. Gentlemen, you've had a chance to review the agenda for tonight's meeting. I don't believe are there any additions, so could I get a motion, excuse me, for approval?
So moved.
Do we hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion to approve the agenda as it's submitted passes 4-0. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to clarify that the Planning Commission is a recommending body to the Columbia County Board of Commissioners. The decisions made on rezoning and variance requests tonight will be forwarded to the Commissioners for final action on November 5th, 2019 at 6 p.m. in these chambers. If you wish to address the Board of Commissioners at their meeting, please see Ms. Jennifer Neal, and she'll give you a request to speak form. We do not have that formality in this meeting. If you'd like to get up and address the commissioners, we'd ask you to raise your hand. I'll call you up, you come up to the microphone, give us your name and home address, and we'll give you 3 to 5 minutes to give us your opinion for or against an issue in the public part of the hearings. We also have a part of the meeting where we have an opportunity for public comments. So if what you would like to say doesn't pertain to something that's coming before us as an issue tonight, but you have something generally you'd like to say, we'll give you an opportunity to come up then too. That being said, the first order of the evening is a temporary use authorization that's for information only for Ms. Neal.
Yes, sir. This will be a temporary use authorization for 625 Blue Ridge Drive for 2 construction trailers and temporary fencing during the construction of the Berkshire Hathaway Professional Building. This was approved by staff on October 7th. This shows the location of the site at the intersection of Evans to Locks and Blue Ridge Drive. The zoning of the site is currently C1. There's an aerial of the site. And this shows a site plan that shows the location of the 2 temporary storage trailers and the temporary fencing around the property. Again, this was approved on October 7th.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Butler, I think we're with you for most of the night. Preliminary plat for Jackson Heights.
No, sir, this is a preliminary plat for Jackson Heights, located off Old Bel Air Lane. It's 160 lots on 74.31 acres, zoned PRD, planned residential development. This is location of the property, again, off Old Bel Air Lane. An aerial view of the site. Also the plat. One of the things with this, it's, again, 160 single-family lots. 70 of those are going to be off these alleys, and here. These do front on green spaces here. So again, a little different than what we normally see in Columbia County. Overall density is 2.15 units per acre. One of the things that was a little different than this is there was a formal agreement required as part of the preliminary plat submittal. That was approved by the BOC on Tuesday, and that was for some of the road modifications here. You know, staff recommend approval of the preliminary plat.
Gentlemen, do you have any questions of staff? This is not a public hearing, so I'll need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the preliminary plat for Jackson Heights located off of Old Bel Air Road.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. Mr. Butler, preliminary plat for Whispering Pines 4.
This is the preliminary plat off William F. Parkway. This is 104 lots on 49.66 acres, currently zoned planning and development. This is the location of the property on the kind of the backside of Whispering Pines, which as you can see is here. There's an aerial view of the site again, undeveloped. This is a preliminary plat. There's the overall development of the plat itself. It's 104 lots. One of the things with this as well, you had another developer agreement that was approved back in October 1st, 2019. That was for modifications to the entrance property here on William F. Parkway. Staff is recommending approval of the plat.
Not a public hearing. Gentlemen, I need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Indicate what you're making a motion to approve, please. sir.
Preliminary plat for Whispering Pines number 4.
Thank you, sir. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Mr. Butler, final plat for Canton Park.
Thank you, Chair. This is a request for final plat for 59 lots on 29 acres, zone TR, AR10, and M2, located on Riverwatch Parkway. It shows the location of the plat. One of the things with our, let me get into that in a minute, shows an aerial view of the site, again, undeveloped, currently under development. The plat itself, you saw a preliminary plat for this several months ago. It came in as essentially a commercial development where everything was going to be for rent, was not going to be subdivided out into individual lots. The owner decided at this point to final plat it as individual lots. A little different than what we would normally go through with this. Staff is comfortable with all of that. There is again, kind of a FYI, all department comments must be addressed prior to the plat being released from plan review. Staff is recommending approval of the plat that shows the existing site. Again, staff recommends approval.
Gentlemen, this is not a public hearing, so I'll need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
I'll make a motion to approve the final plat for Canton Park located off Riverwatch Parkway.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. Butler, final plat for Crawford Creek 7B.
This is for 4 lots on 11.37 acres, currently zoned planning and development off North Old Bel Air Road. It shows the location. Again, it's this little section down here, not the overall. It's highlighted there. Again, currently zoned planning and development. The aerial view of the site and the final plat that you see here. Again, you have a small hammerhead that's used to access the property. You have 4 lots going off of that. There is a requirement that North Old Bel Air Road be completed prior to this plat being issued. That's still in the works here. Staff recommending approval of the final plat. This shows the existing site.
Not a public hearing, so gentlemen, I'll need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Chairman, I make a motion to approve final plat for Crawford Creek.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. Mr. Butler, final plat for Emerson at Crawford Creek.
Thank you. This is 72 townhouse lots on 16.83 acres, currently zoned planning and development off of William Smith Boulevard. Here's the location of the property again. We're back within Crawford Creek here. And the aerial view of the site. Also the overall development. Existing site as about a week ago. Again, there is also a condition with this that is still tied to the improvements of North Old Bel Air Road being complete. So again, we do have that so it has to be completed before this will be released from plan review. Staff recommends approval of the final plat.
Not a public hearing. Gentlemen, I need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Chairman, I make a motion to approve the final plat for Emerson at Crawford Creek.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. Mr. Butler, still with you. Final plat for Greenpoint 1 Alpha.
All right, there's 88 lots on 38.37 acres, zone PRD, Planned Residential Development, off Appling Harlem Road. And this shows a portion of the site. We're not doing the whole thing tonight. And it shows aerial view of the site. Halls Branch Parkway, we'll talk about here in a minute. That's where it's accessed from off Appling Harlem Road. Shows the current, the final plat. You're looking at 88 lots on the site. You do have, again, most of these are minimum lot size of 5,800 square feet. Two residential zoning classifications, average lot size of 9,441 square feet, and average lot size of 7,652 square feet. The one thing on Halls Branch Parkway, that is still being worked through to be deeded back to the county. That was something that was not done previously. We missed it, to be honest with you. So that's still in the works. However, staff is recommending approval of the final plat that shows the existing site, and staff recommends approval.
Not a public hearing, gentlemen, so I need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
I'll make a motion for the final plat for Greenpoint 1A to approve.
Approve. Got it. Okay, can I hear a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? To approve carries 4. All right, Mr. Butler, we have two items for the plaza tonight, Plaza Phase 1.
That's correct. This is a creation of one new lot. It's very small, 5.35 acres. Again, right over here at the plaza, currently zoned planned unit development. Here's the location of the development itself, right down the street. Also the zoning, again, zoned planned unit development. Aerial view of the site. So what we're dealing with, kind of before I show you the plat, you're going to see that it's going to show this parcel, this one, and a very small one, right there. That's a new parcel. It is a creation of a little parcel around the actual dumpster pad. So that's the only new lot that's being created. Everything else already exists. However, because we did use a minor plat to make the plaza several years ago, and it's within 5 years, we have to go back through the planning commission to create any new lots. That's why both of these plats are coming before you this evening. Normally, we would not have to do that, but again, because we used a minor plat within the last 5 years, we had to require your approval. Again, this shows the plat. The only new lot is this one here, or the dumpster pad. And the existing site, again, this is looking the large parcel. This is in the middle of Main Street itself, Maybon Building. This is our culprit this evening that's requiring us to go through this. Staff recommends approval of the lot.
Not a public hearing, gentlemen, I need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the individual plat for the Plaza Phase 1.
Second.
Second with a question.
Okay.
Why does this one have to be separated out to its own lot?
So it's Maybon's actually going to own that. So the other lots that are here, so the county is going to own this lot, or this large lot right here. Maybon Development will own this one, and
Okay.
but the county doesn't want to own.
Non-contiguous
dumpster pad.
piece of the other piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Second still hold? Any other discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. Mr. Butler, individual plat for the Plaza Phase 2.
All right, this is across the street from the plat we just saw. And again, it's creation of 4 lots on 2.68 acres. There's a location, again, we were just looking at all these over here. Now we're across the street on Main Street. Large parcel here. Again, currently zoned planned unit development. Aerial view of the site. So this plat is creating 4 new lots. We have 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. We have an access easement that goes through the middle here, terrace crossing. Again, staff recommend approval of the plat. And it shows the existing site. Again, it's the other side of Main Street.
Any questions? The last item here, it's not a public hearing, so I'll need a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the individual plat for the Plaza Phase 2.
Do we hear a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Carries 4-0. All right, Ms. Neal, this is our only public hearing item tonight, file VA 191003.
Yes, sir. This is a request for a variance to section 90-153 for list of lot and structure requirements to reduce the northern side setback at 3698 Inverness Way on 7.73 acres. This shows the location of the site at the intersection of Pebble Beach and Inverness Way. The zoning of the site, which is currently R2, single-family residential, and it has the Westlake PUD around it. It shows the aerial of the site. As you can see, the northern property line goes inward here. It shows the existing site. The proposal for a garage addition is going to be here. It shows a plat of the property. The applicant's proposing to build a 2488 square foot, 2-story, 3-car garage addition onto the existing house and driveway. It's gonna be a 3-car garage with 2 bedrooms, 2-bathroom addition to the existing house upstairs. And the applicant's requesting to go 6 feet into the northern side property line by 25 square feet. The northern property line narrows into the northwest corner, which kind of creates a limited buildable area. This shows the site plan and the elevations for the outside of the garage addition. The rear and right elevations. This shows the interior. This is the foundation for the garage and the foundation for the second floor. And staff recommends approval with the condition that this applies only to the proposed garage addition. Any other additions that they decide to do in the future would have to follow R2 setbacks.
All right, gentlemen, do you have any questions of staff? Okay, this is a public hearing. Is the applicant here this evening? Yes, sir. Would you please come forward, give us your name and address, and any additional information you'd like us to have?
Joseph Holmes, 3698 Inverness Way. Looking at 25 square feet, it's a minimum in their area. We tried, to move the garage forward to make it work to get out of this. There's really no way to make it work without getting that little triangle. Have approval from the neighborhood from Westlake. Have approval from my neighbors here that back up to that property line. Really be the only ones that would even be affected. So just look for approval for the 25 square feet.
Gentlemen, do you have any questions? Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak either for or against this particular rezoning? All right, seeing none, I'll close the the variance, not a rezoning. With that being said, I'll close the public hearing and accept a motion to approve, deny, or to table.
Chairman,
Go
I'd
ahead.
like to make a motion to approve VA 19-10 with conditions.
For a second,
Second.
discussion? All in favor? Approved carries 4-0. All right, we have no text amendments to initiate tonight. We have no legal matters. Do we have any staff or commissioner comments? Do we have any public comments? All right, see. Yes, sir. Please come forward, give us your name and home address.
Gentlemen, my name is Walter Young. I spell it J-U-N-G. I live at 6521 Stanford Road, and that's in the unincorporated community of Pumpkin Center. Gentlemen, on the 28th of October this year at 7 p.m., Pumpkin Center is going to lose 114 acres to the city of Harlem. Harlem only needs to annex 2 more properties before they reach the property of Pumpkin Center Properties LLC. That's where I think you referenced Greenpoint. It's referred to in our community Prather's Point. This is going to create a whole lot of problems. The last time it went through a legislative approach, didn't work. This time they're picking off properties, cherry picking them, one by one. to get to the properties at Prather's Point. The director of the Planning and Zoning Board in Harlem invites people to be annexed. Not only does he invite people to be annexed, he promises them sewer, water. We realize that your property is located at the end of Stanford Road and that the eventual development of this property might seem to be difficult. However, the city of Harlem has recently enacted a suitable community mixed-use district zoning classification, as well as considering an extension of utilities to and near your property. Your property would need to annex into the city, take advantage of these developmental opportunities. Then he goes on to invite them. Nothing wrong with that, but I think it's a little bit steep. I urge you to recommend to the county commission, keep an eye on this. Otherwise, it'll be like commissioners in Harlem say, who do you trust to develop that property out there? The county or the city? The city says it means money for them. Thank you.
These proceedings are recorded, and the commissioners do get a transcript and a video of the proceedings to watch, so they will get that message. And I can tell you that that topic of discussion is a hot topic among any number of folks in the county.
Where's the 114 acres? Are going to annex?
Already has been done. I believe that property was owned by a trust in California. I believe the husband on the trust is deceased. The mother is capable of making decisions, and I believe, if I remember the story correctly, is the one that entered into an agreement with Harlem to agree to be annexed. And 40 days ago or so, when I got my information, it was in the process. I don't know when it was actually, when the note was actually signed. But are there any other public comments? Okay, seeing none, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Motion to adjourn carries 4-0 at 6:22. Next meeting is Thursday, November 7th in these chambers at 6 p.m. Thank you for coming out.